Gilgit-Baltistan is governed by Pakistan. It has its own assembly, its own chief minister, and its own local government. So why is it's still not officially a province? That is the question behind a new resolution passed unanimously by the Gilgit-Baltistan Assembly.
Relating to the provisional provincial status of Gilgit-Baltistan, reflected the board national consensus that the people of Gilgit-Baltistan should be granted constitutional right, democratic representation and equal protection under the constitution.
Lawmakers want the federal government to grant the region provisional provincial status. In simple terms, they want Gilgit-Baltistan to receive many of the same rights as Pakistan's 4 provinces, including seats in the National Assembly and Senate, and a fair share of federal resources. At the moment, people in Gilgit-Baltistan can vote for their local assembly, but they cannot elect representatives to Pakistan's parliament in the same way as the people in Punjab, Sindh, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa or Balochistan. The reason is tied to the Kashmir dispute. Gilgit-Baltistan is considered part of the wider disputed region of Jammu and Kashmir. And because Kashmir's final status has never been settled, Islamabad has avoided permanently declaring Gilgit-Baltistan a province. Instead, the region has been governed through special orders. One reform in 2009 created an elected assembly and gave the region more control over local affairs. Another reform in 2018 expanded its lawmaking powers, but neither gave Gilgit-Baltistan full constitutional status. So the region remains in an unusual position. Pakistan governs it, but it is not fully included in Pakistan's federal system. This is where the word provisional becomes important. The assembly is not asking Pakistan to settle the Kashmir dispute. It is asking for an interim arrangement that gives Gilgit-Baltistan greater rights without making its status permanent.
And to ensure the people of Gilgit-Baltistan receive equitable representation and their rightful share in the national resources.
If approved, the region could receive representation in the National Assembly and Senate. It could also gain a stronger voice in decisions about national laws, development and public spending. The Assembly has also asked for Gilgit-Baltistan to be included in the National Finance Commission Award. This is the system through which federal tax revenue is divided among the provinces. Because Gilgit-Baltistan is not officially a province, it does not receive a guaranteed share through that system. But this resolution does not change anything by itself. The Gilgit-Baltistan Assembly cannot make the region a province. That decision can only be taken by Pakistan's federal parliament. It would require changes to the constitution and support from at least 2/3 of lawmakers. So the elected representative of Gilgit-Baltistan want the same political voice and access to national resources as other Pakistanis. But the challenge is finding a way to give them those rights without changing Pakistan's position on Kashmir. For more such explainers, subscribe to DawnNews English.